The Pentagon and Anthropic are at a standoff. The AI company has until Friday to remove certain military use restrictions on its Claude AI system or risk losing out on hundreds of millions of dollars in defense contracts. Brian, you're hot on this one.
Well, I just think it's really interesting when a company sells things to the Department of War and says, but you can only do certain things with it, right? Like, we'll sell you this airplane, but you can't bomb that place with it, or you can't go on this mission. Like if a company said that to the Department of War, they'd say, well, we're not going to buy your aircraft then because you're not in charge of this. You're not the commander in chief. So Anthropic is trying to tell the Department of War, you can't use our stuff for autonomous weapons or surveillance. Okay, fine. Maybe there's a debate to be had on that, but they're not the guys who get to dictate that. I think it's the commander in chief and ultimately the voters in America who decide who the commander-in-chief is. They decide the parameters of how this stuff is used. So, I like the pushback, and it's an open market. Like, if Anthropic doesn't want this business, okay, there's other guys you
Gemini,
can do.
Grok is in there.
It's tricky because it reminds me a little bit of the conversation we were having about JP Morgan and debanking. Do they have to guarantee that everybody has a bank account? Or as the business owner, are they allowed to pick and choose? Now, there's federal laws against discrimination, and it's very different than what we're talking about here. But in some ways, I see the similarity, Taylor, which is, can this company sort of set its own parameters?
They can, and then they can lose out on business, right? Because that's the capital markets. And I think to Brian's point, there's lots of competition. Now, Anthropic has the benefit for, I think, according to some stories I've read, they're the best, which is why they're trying to get a deal done. But if they don't, there are lots of companies out there who are willing to work with them without those parameters. So that's the best thing about having multiple players.
You may not know the answer to this. I don't mean to put you on the spot or anybody else, but do other companies have the technology to be able to compete with Anthropic?
Well, I mean, these are AI systems, right?
Yep.
So Anthropic may have the most advanced or evolved for these applications, but like the leadership changes every how many months in this space, right? So Alphabet, which is no longer so skittish about working with the Department of War, could catch up. ChatGPT, Grok AI, whatever.
Can I just point out one weird thing about this story? Weren't we all worried? Wasn't the left just up in arms about how these companies were going to drive us to the brink and they were going to give anything to anybody and they would do anything with this technology? The companies are actually putting the brakes on how this technology is going to be used. I was surprised by that.
Just looking at the sector today, everything is up.
Yep.
Obviously, we had 2 days ago pretty steep sell-off, and we've been seeing weakness in the Mag 7 and the software stocks as well, so I could see why people might be back in. But is there, this resurgence? Have people just kind of said, wow, we panicked on this space, and now it's time to get back in?
Well, we are set up for a violent counter-trend rally to the upside. That's the good news in software and in tech and in AI. The bad news is it's going to be sold in coming months, is my view. A lot of institutions are trapped in these software stocks, and they're going to use the strength to get out and lighten up. The reason is the pricing power is kind of eroded from these AI tools, which is going to cause the multiples to re-rate. So the good news is it's going to go up for the foreseeable future. The bad news is I think as we get into the back half, we're going to see some new weakness. As it relates to Anthropic, it's not about the $200 million contract. It's about if they don't do what the Department of War says, they're going to lose tens of billions of dollars of valuation when they're raising money in the private markets. You lose the Department of War, you lose all your investors. So Secretary Hegseth has all the leverage here.
Interesting.
He's got the leverage, but that sounds, from a shareholder perspective, Taylor, that sounds like a crazy decision for this company to make.
Yeah, I don't want to call out names, but ask Palantir. Palantir's valuations through the roof because they've done such a good job of working with government contracts, and that has been a huge win for them. When we talk about AI, certain companies, data centers, the impact on power bills, whatever it is with AI, I feel like we're in this moment where this is about messaging. I was reading an incredible note about how in 2009, 2010, fracking, there were some big regulatory headwinds. That industry came out and immediately started touting jobs, U.S. Foreign policy to make sure that they countered the narrative from the left all about banning fracking. Then you had, on the other hand of that, Gilead. They come out, they cure Hep C, but they get crushed for 10 years because they didn't message about the benefits of lower kidney transplants. They were getting blamed for high prices for drug pricing. So I feel like AI right now is in this moment where they get to choose the route. It has to be about messaging. They have to come out and talk about, yes, you know what, we're in your neighborhood, but here's why. Here are all the benefits. They need to go down the fracking route and not the Gilead route. And I think those were two really clear examples of, like, in this moment, if you're in AI, that has to be the message, whether it's Trump messaging or us talking here. And I think Satya Nadella has been out, Microsoft on this, talking about not in your backyard issue, but we'll provide our own power and our own water. They have to do that if they want to win, I think, the heart and the emotion of American people.
I love that.
You know, the first phase of AI, you had a chip bottleneck. Now you're going to have the next phase is going to be a huge energy bottleneck. Give or take, how long does it take to stand up a power plant? You think they're going to wait 3 years until their power plant's ready to go?
Or they can't afford to.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, the Democrats were on board with that for a long time, giving out all these tax breaks.
Yeah.
Now suddenly they're like, oh, that was a mistake. We're not going to do that. They can't figure out how to play it.